Hi guys, Gavin Townsend, the Transformation Guru. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. This video is just about health advice around coronavirus. So COVID-19 created last year in Wuhan province in China. Since then, they have quarantined many tens of millions of people in a short period of time, and it's gone from being in one country to apparently over 80 now in a matter of months. So personally, having an elderly father with respiratory issues, I do have my concerns and reservations, and I've had to make plans and have that chat with my parents about what if scenarios. And I've spoke to a lot of people who now have their own personal concerns. I've got clients who have got various issues with asthma and respiratory issues. One client was struggling with his breathing the other day, and he said he was out of antihistamines. So one advice is, if you suffer with respiratory issues and you're on medication, make sure that you've got a month or two supply. Just box it up, put it in a spare room or put it in a cupboard somewhere, and just put it aside so you've got peace of mind. You don't want to be in this last minute panic. And also basics in medicine. So if you're gonna have the flu, you're gonna have it. So you might as well prepare for it. So standard paracetamol if you have to use it. But better still, I've always used the likes of honey and lemon and stayed hydrated and eat lots of greens and veg. Another good tip is identify with your immune system. Most people today in Western culture, they eat what they want to eat because their taste buds are telling them so. They don't necessarily eat healthy. If you can go onto a bit of a health kick this summer, aim to lose a bit of weight by walking, drink more water, identify with your greens and vegetable intake and fruit intake. Try and stay away from takeaways. One of the easiest food choices to go for when you're feeling unwell is sugar and alcohol, and takeaways with hydrogenated fats and all sorts of additives and preservatives, which just simply aren't healthy for the body. So if you want to become healthier, if you want to offset any illness, try and look after your immune system. So stress, nutrition, hydration, exercise, and rest all help with bolstering up your immune system. I actually told my parents and told all my clients to start looking at bolstering up their immune system now, rather than going into panic when and if they get the flu. Taking about 500 to 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C daily and drinking 3 to 4 litres of water will also help flush the body. It's something I do when I do physique competitions. I've actually put on hold the idea of getting super shredded for a competition, only because when I do in excess of 20 to 30 hours of exercise, my immune system's weakened. So that's one observation as well. If you want to get into that great summer body, get lean, but I probably wouldn't recommend being comp lean this year. I know a lot of guys follow me who are into aesthetics and bodybuilding. I just wouldn't recommend being too shredded to the point where you compromise your immune system, especially if there's a major outbreak. There's been concerns and reservations over crowds gathering. I've read into the government report stating that they're going to be lightly restricting globally spectators of more than 5,000, so that's going to affect all sport. I was really looking forward to this year. 2020 was going to be an amazing year for sport, and I think a lot of it's either going to be delayed or cancelled, which is sad to report. So I know that the Italy Ireland rugby game has been cancelled. I understand that Formula One's having its issues in the Far East. I heard that Japan limited its marathon recently to only elite runners. With the Olympics in Japan as well, if they've already done that in Japan now and they're months away from the Olympics, combined with the fact that they've got a slight growth rate in the Far East, Middle East, I firmly believe that the Olympics would do one or two things. It will either cancel, or it will completely restrict spectators from being in the actual events. It might be a televised event. So for the first time in our history, the Olympics could be a televised event. In terms of other sports and events, I found out that the Arnold Classic event in America, that's been cancelled, and they expect between 200 and 250,000 people. And FIBO in Germany, Cologne's been cancelled also. So we're only a few months into the, I'd say, acute stage of this issue. I can't say it's going to be a great year for sport now. I've actually had to put a lot of holidays and ideas on hold, and it's very likely that I'll be doing more online, so more content this year rather than going to shows and events. So feel free to put your comments below what you think about it. Do you think it's the media causing a stir too much? Do you think that certain countries are hiding the facts to protect their economies? Do you think it's an oversight, cancelling all the sport activity? What's your view? Share it below. Make sure to click the subscribe buttons on my YouTube, and thank you for watching. I'm Gavin Townsend. Have a great day.